Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robbers.
How is it going, guys? Welcome to the channel. Now, I am going to be a new face to this channel and a new face to this team. So, my name, guys, is Stanno, and I am going to be the team captain for Outsoul's Call of Duty Esports team for the 2018-2019 season. So, basically, during Black Ops 4, guys, I am going to be the team captain. So, introduce you quickly to the players. Then I'm going to talk about what our ambitions are. Then I'm going to talk about what our achievements, what do we want to achieve under sort of out. Then I'm going to talk about what achievements we want to achieve under Outsoul. And then finally, guys, I am going to then talk through each player very quickly, what they've achieved, that sort of stuff. So guys, quick introduction to me and who I am. My name's Stanno. I am from Birmingham. I'm 20 years old. I have competed for probably around 6 years. I'm a procurement administrator by day, but by night I'm the main AR for this group of lads that is just an absolutely brilliant team, guys, and such a sort of mixed bag of characters that just merges well. I'm 21 in November. I'm usually playing around 5 hours a day, Monday to Friday, and then I get on quite a lot over the weekend, sort of 7 hours a day there. My past achievements, I've been within a top 32 game battles team for roughly about 3 years, as well as I've got 4 EGR tournament wins. Now, to some of you guys out there, that's not a lot, and I agree that isn't, you know, a massive Hall of Fame with trophies sitting behind me. But what I am, guys, is driven, I'm dedicated, and this year I really want to make that happen. I want to be sitting here again in sort of 12 months time saying to you guys, here we go again, here's Outsoul. We're now part of this massive organisation called Outsoul. We've grown together, we've achieved so much, you know, massive pro points, we've been to LAN events, and hopefully we've met some of you guys. So then I'll move on to who's going to be our Slayer. So our Slayer is Smithy. Now Smithy's 20, he lives in Birmingham. He is a sales assistant by day, but he's achieved basically the same as me. Now, me and Smithy have teamed for probably about 10 years now, 10, 11 years. And basically anything that we've done it together. And obviously he plays probably about the same as me, just at different times, which is sometimes it's quite awkward. But obviously, as I said, the grind is real, so we're all making different sort of sacrifices to commit to the team, to commit to the time we know we need to put in to be able to compete with the best. We then move on to Suthers. Suthers is going to be the AR support for myself. So he is 18, he also lives in Birmingham, and he is also a sales assistant. Now he has got a couple of UMG tournament wins, so you guys out there will know through the scene who UMG are. Very similar to game battles, that sort of stuff. So once again, not a great sort of Hall of Fame, but once again another very driven individual, very like-minded. Everyone in this team is. We all sort of know what we've got to do. We know the commitment. We know the sacrifice that we've got to make. It's just about getting the right organisation behind us that will support us, that understands that, you know, every now and then we're not going to be able to, you know, get on and play and whatever. But hopefully, I think we found that with Outsoul, and yeah, we can move on and we can progress as a great team together. I'll then bring you on to Aaron. Now, Aaron is one of our SMG OBJ players, so you'll see him a lot sitting on the hills, planting the bomb, that sort of stuff. He's got multiple ES Hub wins, game battles, and Val tournament wins. He's actually got a flipping awesome job. So basically, guys, he lays the artificial grass. So if you've ever been to goals, that sort of stuff, that sort of AstroTurf that you play on, he lays that down. He mainly does it sort of indoors, but that's him. Then we move on to Curran or Ash. He is our other sort of SMG OBJ player. All achievements are the same as Aaron, because those two, like me and Smithy, have teamed together for years, very good mates, so most of their achievements are the same. And then I think, guys, that is everything. So we spoke about me, we spoke about Smithy, we spoke about Suthers, we spoke about Ash, and we spoke about Aaron. So that is the 5-man team, guys, that we're going to be rocking with heading into this Black Ops 4 season. So what do we want to achieve under Outsoul? Now, we've already discussed with the organisation and between the community, ESPU Arena have announced their first 5k this Sunday, and then they've also announced that their league, their prices, etc., that's all out. So we want to get in that. Val haven't yet announced season 1 of Black Ops 4, so that one we may not enter. But EEG have announced their league, so it may be that we enter those two leagues, so EEG and the ESPU Arena. We're going to be playing the 5Ks, the 2Ks over on Game Battles, as well as competing in the CWL Pro Point ladder. So they've now made it a lot easier for amateur teams like us to get in there, to play the same amount of games or play for the same amount of points per week as the pros do. So none of these 5 games a day. You now play for an allotted point sort of bucket across a full week. And it's still going to be a grind, guys. It still works out to be quite a few games a day. But obviously now being able to carry over, there is days that amateur teams can't get on, that can't practice, or players of 5. So that's really going to help us a lot. So that sort of ambitions is obviously to do really well in those, maybe come away with a league win, but definitely come away with some of the big wins, or even, you know, just getting up there, guys, and just being able to compete at the top level of amateur is really our ambition this year. To be playing really well in the league, to be always up there as a top 32 CWL team, that would be, you know, incredible. Bearing in mind that you have got the other European pro teams in that same league, that would be absolutely incredible if we could achieve something like that. And it's something that we do want to do. We do want to be up there with those guys. So that sort of touches on achievements under Outsoul. But besides competing and playing, another achievement, guys, is almost every single one of us has a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel. We all have Twitter. Just growing our sort of fan bases so that when we do attend a LAN event, you know, some of you guys know who we are. It's nice to be able to go to an event, not as, you know, an underdog and whatever, but people to be like, oh, that's Stanno, he makes good videos. Oh, that's Smithy, his streams are wicked, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of thing that we're trying to go with here, guys. It's not just about the competing, it's also about growing Outsoul as an organisation and growing our own independent sort of personas across the internet. That would be insane. So at that point, I'm going to thank every single one of you for tuning into this video, for listening to me ramble on about Call of Duty and the team. But it's something that I'm very passionate about, which hopefully you can see from this video. And it's not just me, guys. Every single one in that team that I mentioned earlier is exactly the same. They all want the same thing, and we're all going to sort of make sacrifices, put in that time, put in that effort, and hopefully you guys can enjoy the journey with us. So on that note, guys, on behalf of everyone at Outsoul Esports, the Call of Duty team, and all the management staff, have a very lovely day.
Very low key on the profile. Catching feelings isn't all. Let me show you how.